Okay, welcome everybody to our Zoom today. I'm Darleen Dozier, and I joined ASEA through my good friend Gloria Liebecker, and I actually reached out for her for one of my really sick animals. But I want to tell you, the whole family, after I got the product and started it on my kitty that was so sick, we jumped into, and I didn't realize, because I've been beat up pretty good. Was a fitness instructor, rode horses competitively, barrel race competitively. So I've had a lot of knocks and injuries. And I will tell you, just after I've been doing it 2 months, that I do not have the muscle soreness or the usual aches I used to always have. I'd go to a massage therapist, and then, that would work for a couple of days, and then I'd be right back. So I am holding that so much better now. And it's been a blessing in my life. So I've really appreciated joining this ASEA family. Just want to make sure everyone knows these molecules are amazing for our cellular health, but we don't diagnose, treat, or cure illness. And so, Marian, I'm going to hand it over to you and get our video queued up here. So bear with me for a second.
Okay. I'll just talk while you're doing that. And okay. I do welcome those, especially those who are going to be listening to the recording later. I'm Marian Palmer, and when I started ASEA, it was just for prevention. I don't think I admitted that it was for anti-aging, but that is what it's about now, because I'm 79 and I absolutely love to be healthy and to be energetic. So she has the video ready to go. I'm so excited to share this. This is an important part of our company, and our guest speaker has part of it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
We're actually here in Ecuador working with local communities to build a vocational center, to build a future for themselves in a way that they have never been able to do before.
When my dad first told me I was going on this trip to build this amazing vocational center, I thought it was a joke. I was like, there's no way you're taking me to Ecuador, that's insane.
At some point in your life, you teach your children to teach others and help others. And that's really what I believe this impact does for ASEA, our family, and the local community.
We brought 30 people with us, but every single day we have had an additional 30 to 50 people show up of all ages.
This is the first group out of all the schools that were going to come here to volunteer. They are going to be here all day with us.
People are here side by side with us, working hard to change their own future.
We can't explain it. You have to be here to experience it. We could talk all day and tell you lots of things, but unless you're here, you just don't get it. You have to be here.
We didn't just start this project this week. This is something that's been in the works for the past year and a half.
People here are so proud and so strong and so friendly.
They have so much work to do and they have so much skills, but they do not know how to use them.
El 5% de la juventud solamente tiene acceso a la universidad.
Mi sueño sería convertirme en un gran doctor.
I can't imagine being a mother with small children in an area like this and not knowing what their future is going to be or what opportunities they're going to have.
This center represents not just education, but access to new jobs and new opportunities.
Para todos los jóvenes es importante este centro, ya que es una forma de vida que se nos va a dar a futuro para los que no tenemos posibilidades de seguir una educación quizás en la universidad.
They have so much less than we do, and they're just so appreciative and so thankful.
I think part of the opportunity that we have is to consistently remember we're not alone on this planet.
You You can imagine over 20,000 people that don't have an opportunity to be educated in any form of trade skill will be able to come here in this beautiful setting and be educated. An incredible opportunity for us with Choice to work together on such an incredible project.
It is so unbelievable to be here 3 weeks ago and to come back and see the amazing progress. Feels like we're coming home. It's a lot of work right there.
We're out here in the middle of nowhere, carving out a piece of civilization that'll be important for people, for this generation, and for all the generations that come after them.
I'm gonna come back a different person. We're here working and shoveling, digging trenches, carrying buckets of rock, carrying buckets of cement, pulling out boulders, and then you see these kids walk by in the path. That's what keeps me going, because the kids look up and we're saying we're building it for them for the future.
We have built trade schools just like this in other countries, and we have seen the impact that it's had in the surrounding families that are in that area. A trade school like this is going to bring new opportunities to any number of students around here that otherwise would have just continued to live like their parents and their grandparents.
And that's what all parents want anywhere in the whole world, is to see their children improve, smile, be healthy. That's all everyone wants.
We always talk at ASEA about changing people's lives. My life has changed, my husband's life has changed, our life together has changed, and we know we've made a difference.
You know, when you're working hard and you're sweaty, it's not the most glamorous way of seeing each other. But I think that's the best way of seeing them, is when we're trying to serve others and thinking less of ourselves.
We don't realize what we have until we see what others don't have. I think it's important to take what you've been given and put it towards something good. I think it just comes down to doing your part.
I just instantly felt connected to them and to their children. It just was like an instant love and appreciation for letting us be there. It was just a beautiful thing to be so welcomed into a family. It's just helped me realize that there's more to life than what the world makes us seem like that we need.
I mean, they're down here in the river, they're holding their hand up and say, help me. And if we can help them out, that's what we're doing.
I am from here, and just to see people sacrifice so much to come here and be part of this. People are coming to my country, I'm coming to my country, and being part of something that's going to change so many lives.
I guess what it boils down to is one thing, and that's love. People we haven't met, and help for people that we've got to know. Yeah, love sums it up.
You know, I'm looking down here at a group of people digging a trench and paying to be here. It's tough for me to manage the emotion I feel when I see these people working so hard and paying to be here. Amazing, amazing contribution.
Wow. That usually on our meetings, we are sharing about our products, our testimonies, our business. And I'm just glad that we took this break today to let you know some things that go on behind the scenes. Our guest today is Masami, and she has had an amazing journey with ASEA. We want to hear about that. She's a massage therapist and has her own anti-aging company with her husband. They have 2 wonderful kids, and one of them just got married. That was a celebration we were all enjoying with her this year. She was born and raised in Japan, and she's been here for the more recent years. So Masami, there's so much I want to hear from you. I want to hear about being in Ecuador, what that experience was like. Who was there? I mean, I look and I see the top people in our company and people who are associates. I want to hear all about that. And I know your journey, the reason you came to ASEA was life-changing. You're alive because of it. So welcome, Masami, and the floor is yours. Masami, you're muted.
There we go. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you, yes. And we
okay.
And put up the tennis player one. She can talk about that too.
Okay, yeah, funny. Well, thank you so much for having me. It's very exciting to share some of my stories. So my name is Masami Handloff, and I'm Japanese. I was born and raised in Japan. And let me tell you a CS story to start it out, and then I'm going to talk about Ecuador. 8 years ago, I was introduced to SIA, the product, and actually one of them, my friend, most people know Dr. Hayes, his friend, who's a retired a nurse, approached me as a business opportunity. And I am absolutely not interested in the business at all. So I didn't really look at the video for like a few months. And that was 8 years ago. And then I went back to Japan. I'm really healthy because I used to be a health coach and, massage therapist, and I'm really into anti-aging, teaching people, stay healthy and fit. And the 8 years ago, doctor just actually made a mistake to diagnose that I have a cancer, which I didn't have it. Okay. Which is so unfortunate, but it's unfortunate. So after got diagnosed in Japan, I came back to the United States. And I was just freaked out. It's like, oh my God, doctor told me I'm going to have a few months to live. Well, I realized that the friends told me about the redox molecule, something that you have in your body, and basically cell communication, the body will heal themselves, in native to your body. And immediately I thought, okay, let's give it a shot. Nothing got to lose. I already had a surgery, and then they took most of my liver out. And turned out I wasn't sick, unfortunately, but it's good I didn't have the disease. So anyway, I just bought 4 cases on a SIA and drank a bottle a day, since non-toxic. Well, let's go back to that. Before I decided to go to a bottle a day, I told my husband about it. My husband's a doctor, and he's so skeptical about it. It's a nickel-making product, and you must be drinking salt water. And I didn't listen to it. It's like, just leave me alone. I'm going to try my best I can. And, it doesn't hurt. I drank the bottle a day for straight 7 days. That time, we didn't have a Mini 28. So I just drinking it, spraying in it. Just, you can think of everything I did with the SIA product there. And then literally 4 or 5 days into it, my depression started going away. My minds are clear. My pain started going away. My energy is coming back. And after the major surgery, after 7 days later, I walked 5 miles. That's where my journey started. Still, I was not interested in the business, but I just realized that if it works for me, it works for everybody, right? And plus, grateful.
Stop you for just a minute. Could we get the video or the slide down so we can have a full picture of her alive? Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Good.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, what did I say? Okay. So then I had an amazing result, right? And then in the meantime, I was thinking in my bed, oh my God, if it gets a result myself, everybody's gonna have the same result as well in some way, right? And I would start calling friends that you have no idea. I don't know what it is. Watch this video, change my life. And then my friends start looking at the video. It's like, what is this, Masami? Like, watch the video. I'm not a scientist. I know how to do business, but not science. Watch the video. Really, really simple. And then start talking to friends about it. Oh, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. And my husband even actually was flabbergasted at the result that I got. And he wanted to try it. And I didn't share my product. My husband have to buy it. Okay. And he had an amazing result. He doesn't have a health challenge, but he ride a bike a lot, mountain bikes, so drink ounces before he went to ride, came back, no, soreness, nothing. He just could not believe. So after that, there was so many stories I can tell you. Well, a month into it, I probably introduced 20 to 30 friends about this product. And I am not intentionally to do business at all. I liked helping people, right? Then months later, I got $1,500 check from company, not knowing, I don't even know Director 300 is. But anyway, I thought, I need to take a look at this. This is something I can change people's lives. I just need to simply educate this, something that I love to do anyway. So then I was already practicing being massage therapy for 27 years. Even I own a health clinic, I'm the boss, I still have to go to work. So, I don't suggest to everybody to do this, but I'm everything's extreme. I do it. It's like, okay, I'm retiring. I told my husband, you retiring? Yes, as a massage therapist, I'm going to do a CF full time. How about your clients? Like, I'm going to give to other people. I think I really something that I can give offer to people this. So I actually, 2 months later, I just retired as a massage therapist, and I jumped in and decide not share the product, decide to build the business. That was 8 years ago. The best decision I made.
What's the difference between sharing products and sharing the business? I because that was a big switch for you. Tell me what your thinking is on that.
So, so this is how I thought, okay, maybe I can create a few thousand extra money, or maybe I can replace my massage, income. That might be fine, right? So I actually, what I really changed is went to convention. Okay, and then after actually my surgery, still I was in pain. I wasn't in good conditions, but my husband said, if you're gonna treat as a business, you should meet the CEO. Burdis, all those people there. So actually, flew into San Diego. I was in a convention 8 years ago, and I just looked at people, talked to people. I met Dr. Hayes and Terry, Jerry, and all those people. And I was thinking, if these people are doing it, I'm sure I can do it somehow. That's what I thought. And then I was like, if I can, this is the vehicle that taking me to next level, which is something I love to do. Right? Because I don't want to work the rest of my life as a massage therapist. We're just thinking about, leverage people's time in building, team building, which I've done it in the past in different business. So if I educate it, if I can give you a clear message to people, maybe I can be able to create something. So I thought, I'm just going to give it a shot. That's kind of the mindset I start building a business. That's why probably I build a business very fast.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, so time frame from the time you started to starting building your business, how did that kind of flow?
So network marketing is everything is momentum. It really, everybody's different. You can do slow, you can go fast, right? But it's to create momentum, it's very challenging. So what I decided to do, become bronze, the first level of a leadership, which is I did in 6 weeks. I planned it. Who contacted people who wants to be part of my journey together, right? Find a couple of people. Yes, I am. Doesn't mean they're gonna do it. But then I started having a lot of meetings, which nobody done the meeting. Back then there was no, maybe like 1-2 video. There was no science background, nothing. It was super, super challenging, but I did it anyway, and just to share my story, my friend's story, that's how it started. And then immediately whoever joined in my team, not necessarily interested in business, prefer customer. Can I go to your house? Let's talk about, you just have a coffee, bring your friends, and let's talk about, something about anti-aging or pain, aches and pain, whatever you have. Just never stopped. I just never stopped the first 3 years.
So by never stopping, are you saying every day you met in people's homes or several times
a week? Phone call, face-to-face. I'm more like face-to-face people. Sometimes people don't understand because I have a very strong accent. I speak really fast in English. So it's better to do kind of face-to-face. I invite over to my house, go places, and some people are not ready to do right away. It's okay. Some people join later after 5 years later. but I just spread the word, and I didn't really focus on my outcome. That was just my old drill, right? It's like, I play tennis all the time. I don't get better right away. Constantly I'm practicing, I have a coach, and my husband is saying, like, you don't get paid, but you're so into it. It's like, it's not the point. I want to be the best player in Santa Cruz, right? So I'm super competitive myself. So constantly watching the video, studying it, studying the local market. What is it that I need to do to build this business? So and then of course, I have a great upline, they're very helping, very helpful. And they used to come almost like once a month flying to my town. Because I was bringing the people in. And then one day I got called from Denny Robinson. Denny said, you're doing really something up there in California. I'm coming down. Can you gather 100 people? 100 people? Do you think I can bring 100 people? And that's kind of stuff. It's like, let me see what I can do. I promise I will do 50. And I just went to work.
Wow.
It was really fun. Am I doing now? No, I should.
Well, that's what's nice. You can do it in spurts. And
yeah.
You're a diamond, is that correct now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So maybe let's just take a little break. And you've taken several trips with ASEA, things you've earned and things you paid for. So the Ecuador trip, you paid for. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so Ecuador trip is everybody have to pay for. So this is our second the humanity work that we did. First one's a 5-6 years in Mexico. It was a brutal, right? And then actually Dr. Hayes and I decided to go, and I never done that type of work. And I was very scared to do that. So we decided, let's put princess hat at home. Let's do this. And then actually some people, the leader couldn't handle it. They went home. They couldn't stay at task. So anyway, so fast forward to it. It was a very, very challenging trip in Mexico. And even Tyler said, I'm sorry, we didn't expect it to just hard. So it's going to be a little easier. And we thought, okay, I will never go back. It was amazing. It was an experience.
I heard that even you're sleeping, that you were sleeping.
You have to sleep in the concrete. I don't even do camping and sleep in the concrete. I was just dying. But anyway, Ecuador came up, but I can't tell you in the future, if you're going to have opportunity, you must go. You have to pay to go, but must go. That's one of the reasons I really grew myself in the business to different level. So when I went to Mexico and Ecuador, the exactly same experience, right? We don't speak the same language. You are going to see people that nothing, absolutely nothing, but they're happy. They're happy. And I was actually point where before you get to diamond, always it struggles, right? Always, climb the mountains, always something like why it's not growing. And when I went to the strip there, basically, I just felt amazing joy to be there, whether you speak or not, eye contact, people matters. And some people don't even have a dream. They can't dream because there's poverty so bad that, they don't know how to dream. So here we are coming, we should live in their house, they have to eat crappy food, I'm sorry, it had to do them all. Then I felt most happiness in my life. Like, wow, what I'm complaining about, why is it hard about, being cold, this and that, right? All the materials just cut up and everything. So it was just gonna wake up call for me, myself. And that's why even my husband, why you taught yourself to go these places, and end up, I actually got back injured because of helping all those, building the schools, carrying the rocks, and took 5 years to fix my back. But it's very, very worth it. And then that's part of the reason I've been ASEA, not just the making money, building the business there. Humanity is so big here. People who's involved ASEA is like you will never meet. in a different company. This is my second one. I did 2 network marketing in the past, but I wasn't very passionate about it. But for some reason, I was good at it, and I never involved that much. But I see that's part of the reason I'm in it, so that I can make so much money. The money that I'm going to donate to people who doesn't have, or donate to company. Then we can. Actually, I was supposed to go to Cambodia last year, but COVID couldn't go, and I just so lucky to be part of it. I was so lucky to be part of it. Yes.
And it's amazing to me, the top executives in the company are there, and often with their families. So the kids are getting that experience.
Even our tent was right in front of Tyler's tents and kids, and we don't have a toilet, so we have to have a buckets and right from the tent. The marina, I was like, we're gonna go to bathroom in the buckets? Like, yes.
Masami, how long were you there?
So Ecuador trip was like around 10 days. Mexico trip was 7 days. Mexico trip was harder. They learned a lesson. That was the first trip that they did. It was too hard. It was really, really hard, But you're thinking about it, all the women are dying from lung cancer. Why? Because they make tortilla. They don't have a kitchen. So they have making tortilla inside a small houses, all that they're breathing a smoke. So we build a kitchen outside. We build a tank for the water. They don't have water to drink. I mean, if you see this house they live in, it's unbelievable. You can't even imagine. It is just, you can't imagine. You can't, and he was like, oh, I don't like my hair today. I have to put the makeup on. And one of those things is like, give me a break, Masami. Come on, this is the life that I need to help other people. Even one little help that I can help, I can change people's lives. That's why I'm part of it. I've been a SIA. I mean, I don't have to go to work. I don't need to do a SIA, but then what's the purpose to living it, right? Helping other people and good in the world. That's the whole thing.
My heart is full.
Masami, can I, you're done talking about that. We had briefly spoke about your beautiful skin, and I know I have a slide to show. Would you be interested in just sharing a little bit about that?
Which one?
Your skin. I have a slide that you gave us about your skin.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Share that, because I think that's really, really nice.
That's a crazy picture too.
Wow.
So that was 8 years ago. Started. I had like a really rough skin, have eczema and really loose skin, and then of course I was drinking it, and I put Renew 20 in a top picture of 2012, 2000. So that's 7 years different, and I haven't done anything, Botox or filler, nothing, and it's not much difference, right?
You're younger.
I don't know about that one, but it's pretty big change.
Yeah.
Of course, not just doing a I do, because I own anti-aging companies. I do other products I use, but the bigger part of the drinking a CI and using Renew 20. Yes.
So how do you, Masami, how do you begin your skincare in the morning and night? What do you do first, second?
So I use the cleanser. Before you cleanse, I use oils. It's olive oils, not to drink. I mean, using the cooking. Different company use the oil. I massage my face like 5 to 10 minutes, stimulate your skin, right? Then I take really clean out with the tissue. Then I use a SIA cleanser. Then I spray a SIA, and then I use Renew 28, 3 application, not just one time. 1, wait, 2, 3. Then Renew Advanced I use for underneath eye, lips, other area as well. Then I do vitamin C serum and hyaluronic acids and different product, I add to it. And then I do moisturize. I do on off, but mostly I do Renew 20, Renew Advance gel.
And so you mentioned the serum, which is coming out at convention.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
So
no, there's a serum now. It's
you have one of those $80, the green, the blue serum.
Oh, okay. That serum. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still learning everything, so I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
it's hard to believe a better product is even coming out. So convention
exciting.
Taking a look at that.
But also drinking ASEA is the key. Really, you have to fix from inside, right? And also, not 90%. I have a very clean diet as well too, because you really have to eat well. They have a good skin as well, right? So I do juice in the morning. I fast, and I do a lot of different things. I make fermented vegetables and always eating fermented food. And so I'm Japanese. I eat a lot of rice, but.
So Masami, as you're talking to your people, some are probably thinking of being a customer, and some are thinking of being an associate. Would you kind of walk us through that? What would you encourage your customers, how much to take, how to do it, and for associates? So if people are sitting here and thinking, I wonder what would be best for me.
So of course, it's very important to ask right question, right? That's the hard, right question, what they're looking for, and because makes you clear about when people are like, okay, for instance, I have health challenge, right? Okay, I want to try your ASEA, and people's like, oh, do you think headache goes away? My autoimmune issues goes away? It doesn't go away anything. ASEA is just a supplement that helps your cell to communicate better. So make sure that they do understand this, because a lot of times as people think, oh, it didn't work. It didn't work for what? Make sure what the ASEA will do for your body. Everybody's different, right? So especially for customer, I will not sign up until they committed to do 3 months. I told them that you waste your money. I will not sell your product. Buy Renew 28 instead. So I say sell Renew 28 so they can experience it, right? Outside, face or pain, whatever. Then after that, I give you information, really learn about this. And then before I sign up, for customer, I usually ask a question. What did you learn about it? What are your expectation? What are you thinking when you're taking it? ASEA, what direction you want to take? So they will tell you, oh, I can't afford to do 100 to 2 cases a month or whatever they say. Well, then I would say, well, my suggestion is, since you're telling me this, you have the health challenge for so many years, and 2 ounces twice a day probably will not see the result. I just want to suggest you this. You decide. Either you waste your money that you don't know, the difference, or buy 2 cases, drinking 10 ounces a day, and see if your body responds to it. It's your call. Everybody will say, I'm going to try 2 cases. But from the beginning, they would say, I can't afford to do more than 2 cases. But I'm going to guarantee you, probably we're not going to do any difference. Maybe might no difference in energy, maybe sleep better. But body will not heal that quick. 3 months, give you 90 days to heal your body. Are we in the same page? Always ask, oh, you are in the same page? So that's why I think I have a very high retentions in ownership. People stays years and 7, 8 years. This stays.
So you don't make it easy. You tell them it.
No.
You raise this bar so that they can.
Absolutely. And then I said, do you want me to text you, or do you want me, or you call me once a month, whatever you like. Let's just benchmark, 2 months from now. First couple of weeks until it gets, right, because people do strange things. They say they would, and they forgot to drink. And so constantly, usually texting is the best way to communicate, right? And then after that, what are you doing? It's like, okay, they really like it, drinking the Sia. Then I will bring in, have you tried the skincare? How's your gut? And I bring a supplement in, and I pretty much, they're taking everything. But I won't start from, it's just too much pressure, right? Start from that, always a liquid to Renew 28. Or sometimes I just give away. I give a tube of Renew 28. If they decide to buy it, here's my gift, try it. But no, I don't do it for everybody, but somebody has really good potential. Why not just give a $40 a tube, right? Yes, I do that. And then become customer, it gets really good result. And then I say, hey, I want a favor to ask you, do you know anybody, or friends that are somebody might interested in taking this product? Like, I do know someone. Okay, what's her name? Then I give information. And then, would you mind, let me send you a video right now. Can you send it the video to your friend right now? Would you mind? And I make them write them. And then it's okay. And then let me know if they were interested, learn about it. And they said, they do, call me. Then if it's okay, get a permission. So I'll call her. I won't want them to call me because they're not going to call me, right? I'll call her. And they say, hi, it's Masami. I'm a friend of Marian. And, you watched the video and you're interested in your product. And then, how did you best about this video? And that's conversation start.
Okay, so then if someone wants to do an associate, how do you walk through that process?
So if somebody has major health issue, they need to take a lot of product, right? I usually let them okay, there was a 3-way to buy a product, just tell associate and preferred customer and all that. Okay, so for example, Marian, you had health issues, right? I know we do have quite great discount if you become an associate, which means similar to Costco membership, but you just join as an associate. It's kind of like, this is no marketing company. I know, right now you focus on your health. You don't want to share or sell the product or any. I totally understand. But in the future, maybe change your mind. But because you have a health issue there, I would suggest to do 4 cases. Go over to see a product, $490 or whatever, have a 12, 15 tubes comes with it, free product. It might be a better for your dollar. You can save money on it. Or if you don't want to do it, you can join a preferred customer and you can just buy 4 cases from there too. Or you go ahead, become a customer. So first month, just buy 1 or 2 cases. He really like it. I switch you from preferred customer to associate. A lot of time people like to go that route. Mm-hmm. So make me commitment, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And always give you option. What would you like to do? And if you make the options not that great, and you would say, it's up to you. But if I were you, I would do this, because in the past, I see so many people taking that much product to get this kind of result, right? Just gonna leave the information, but they can decide what they want to do, so they don't feel pressure into it.
Any other questions about how she would talk to customers or associates?
That was a really good recap of that. Thank you. Beth, did you have any questions on this? We were talking earlier about some of these.
Yeah, I had a situation where my mom signed up one of her friends, and she was feeling a little bit overwhelmed because of the business part of it. She was on our training this morning for business, and she just kind of freaked out and was like, I'm not cut out to do this. But she had been telling my mom since she's taken it that, she's felt like she's got more energy and she does have health issues and things like that. So she was thinking about wanting to be switched back to just a retail customer. And so Darleen was sharing with me that part of it. And because I'm new, I'm just still learning. But she was saying that we should keep her as an associate, but let her, what was it, Darleen? Let her
We'll suspend the associate and let her drop down to a preferred, so she continues to get the 25% discount.
Okay, that's right.
Well, what's the problem with being an associate? We have many associates who are just customers. Why not just let her be a associate who's just being a customer? She doesn't have to talk to anybody. She doesn't have to
correct,
go to any meetings.
I think one of her concerns possibly was the financial part of it, of being on the subscription. She kind of was just like, I don't think I can do that.
What's the $19 on?
No, the subscription is auto ship.
Oh, you're talking about auto ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
If she is retail, she does not get the wholesale price.
Okay,
Right.
so this is, I'll give you a great suggestion. So that situation, she's already an associate, right?
Right.
Okay. It's okay. Don't worry about the business. I think she's already paid $40 for a year, right? And she can cancel the auto ship subscription if she wants to, right? She doesn't want a whole monthly, want to get the product, fine. Drop it, right?
Okay.
And anytime she wants to buy product, just go on the website to buy wholesale price. Because now it's because she has a wholesale buyer license now, right? So she can buy wholesale price. Because if she goes to preferred customer, have to be an auto ship. If you go to retail customer, you have to buy retail price. It just doesn't make any sense. So tell mom, if you don't want to, then just drop the auto ship, and anytime you want to buy a product from that account.
Okay, I was thinking that you had to be on auto ship if you were a preferred customer or an associate.
I mean, it's in order to get paid, you have to have 100 PV.
Okay.
But she doesn't care, right? She doesn't care about the get paid. Then she can, drop off the auto ship she wants to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
I think that's better.
Can pick that back up when she wants to order, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And you could just go to back office, order a case of a seal if she wants to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then is it $40 every year for a renewal?
No, next year is $29, Marian, right? $29?
21.
21.
Yeah,
21. Okay.
So
okay, that's fantastic. Thank you for helping us with that. That's awesome.
Yeah, welcome.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
The last question I have for you is just, what's your vision of where this is going in the future? What do you see?
That's a very good question. I because the COVID happened, we went backwards, but this company, this product is just unbelievable. And, as you know, right, Asian country took off so fast. They get it. They get it. American, slow. I'm sorry. They get it. Everything about the prevention. So I am so excited. That's why right now, he's just started perfect timing. When I started 8 years ago, it's hardest to build this business. Rank advancements and requirements are very hard to hit certain rank. I don't know how I did it, but now it's just so much tools, so many things you can do, social media and all that stuff, just hang in there. And it doesn't, everybody's different, you go fast, slow, it doesn't matter. It's just consistent, you're doing it, plug into the company, you'll be very happy. Really, it's going to be, I can't wait. They always, the CEO promised that we're going to go to Japan. It's like, you go to Japan, I'm going to live there. I'm going to do the whole countries. But he promised that we're going to go there for the last 10 years, and it still hasn't been there. There's so many different countries hasn't even touched it. But there was America is so much opportunity. Home-based business is amazing business. And how many investment will you pay $40? Any kind of business you do costs a lot of money to invest. And it's if you focus on 5 years, and I don't know you guys' finances situation, and I'm 62, and realize that how many years I left to be really enjoying my life, going on vacations and fun. And I love to work anyway, not just my thing. I'm not going to stay home, watching TV. I just don't watch TV, those activities. But if you focus on the 5 years, right? Really focus to just to build the business that you will get to have amazing freedom, you know. And another thing I realized that I thought when I was young, you know, freedom is like, oh, make a lot of money, then I will be free. That's not true. It's the time. Time is so precious. And you know, when COVID hit, everybody's so stressed out. And like Dr. Hayes and Maureen, you know, Maureen Hayes and I were best friends. We always talk about it. It's like, are we lucky? We don't have to worry about it. Our income went up because we built the business and, you know, outside United States and other places there, talk to people, helping. And a lot of times we were in pajama all day to do the business. It was crazy. West down.
That was my secret. Oh, wow.
But it's just really precious. It's just such a precious company, you know, and I hope you can catch the vision, because I really want to talk to, you know, the share business. I'm not really selling the product. I'm not really trying to teach you the business. This is the, you know, I saw the vision there. So you can have a freedom, you know, and then point when I, you know, I had a freedom, and in the early 20s, because we worked really hard to build, you know, several different businesses. Then Asia came in, and game changer. Just a game changer. So much fun. You're gonna meet amazing people, minded people there you love, and then you always growing, right? When you get old, you just always learn something better in so many different ways. And then you have a plenty time to do anything you want to do. ASEA will give you those gifts if you do it.
Well, I knew this was going to be a very special time. I'm just so pleased that you were able to be with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Beth, do you want to tell about what's going to happen next Tuesday night?
Yes, I do. I'm going to put up this slide real quick, and we'll talk about what's coming on Tuesday. Give me a second.
And you're doing a wonderful job on these slides. Gloria usually does it, and she wasn't able to. So I want to just praise you on doing a quick learning on how to do it.
Oh, thanks, Marian. It was fun. And I want to thank Masami for being our guest today. Again, we have learned so much from you, as will everyone else that gets to view this Zoom video. So thank you, and it was so nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice meeting you guys. Hopefully we'll see you at a convention.
Yeah, that's right. That's coming up in April. Third weekend.
Hard to wait. Yeah.
Yes, thanks for mentioning that. I appreciate that. So next Tuesday, which I think is the 29th, and that'll be a 7 o'clock Zoom Pacific time, using Jerry White's Zoom ID number. We're going to have Leah is our guest, and she will be discussing what is Leah? Oh, sharing a miracle with the world. That's going to be fun. A little bit about Leah quickly. She graduated from BYU and studied business, and then she worked in the health and fitness industry for 25 years, and she's involved in her church, her children, and youth programs, and she's an avid outdoors person. And her 5 passions are faith, family, friends, fun, and ASEA. And I think that's probably what we're going to hear about next Tuesday. So we invite everybody to join us Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Pacific time next week. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, and goodbye. Good night.
So I stop the recording here.
Good job, Darleen. Awesome.